welcome to my Vlogmas. I am pre-filming not all, but most of my Vlogmas because I feel like if I prep myself, I'm more likely to stick at it and give you guys content. I just want to quickly say also I hit 400 subscribers, woo, which I know doesn't sound a lot to a lot of people, but it means so much that 400 people have subscribed to my channel. That is like crazy to me. Anyway, so today I'm gonna be hitting my endo subscribers because I know there's quite a few of you, with 3 top tips on how to stay motivated with endometriosis. So tip number 1 is try your very best to do exercise. I know this might sound like 1, that's really obvious, and 2 is the last thing you want to hear. If you're in a slump, having a really bad flare-up, and you're sat in a bed and you're in a lot of pain, then obviously you're not going to be able to do exercise. But for those days where you're not having a flare-up and you feel like you can do a little bit of exercise, then push yourself to do it, because I am telling you, it will make you feel 10 times better. Even for someone who doesn't really do exercise and they think, oh, exercise is more of like if I've got time to kind of thing. Exercise should be your number 1 priority because it pumps all of the blood around your body faster, which in turn then promotes healthy blood cells, etc., which is obviously going to help you with your endometriosis flare-ups. You're going to have a lot of inflammation there, and to reduce the inflammation and to also promote healthy muscles, healthy blood flow, you really want to be exercising. As soon as I possibly could get back into fitness after my operation, I did. I gave myself quite a few months off major exercise just because when I'm at the gym, I do weightlifting and I didn't want to throw myself back into it straight away. So also make sure you take that into consideration. If you are having like a laparoscopy, etc., then obviously you need to be listening to your doctor and kind of giving your body a good amount of time to recover. But I really have found exercise has been amazing for me. I've only been back at the gym for, it's just coming over to a month now, since my operation was in August, and I had that time period to recover, and then I've been back at the gym for a month, and I've noticed a massive difference in my energy levels already. Obviously I have days where I physically can't, and I listen to my body and I don't force myself to go to the gym on those days. But the rest of the time, and if I find myself making excuses, etc., then I just force myself to go because I know I will benefit from it. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is, in terms of your job, I would 100% find something that you love. Try and work from home if you can, because working from home really makes it so much easier for when you do have a bad flare-up and you need to be working from your bedroom or from the couch. You can do, because you're your own boss, and I've found that really helpful, and I honestly don't think that I would have recovered as well and been like mentally as there, if that makes sense, if I wasn't working freelance. I've been working freelance for, how long has it been now? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, oh my god, 8 months. 8 months now, and I just find it so much better, and there's so many ways you can make money online. So if this suits your kind of career path, or you're not currently working and you're looking for something, then definitely try your hardest to work from home. I'm going to be doing a video on this as well, so stay tuned for that. I might have already posted it. If so, it will be in the link in the description. I do talk about this on my blog as well, so keep an eye out on my blog, because I think if you can work from home and it benefits you, it benefits your mental health and your physical health, it's the best option. Seriously, it's so much better. So that's number 2, and obviously that's not realistic. If you're already in a job and you love your job, then that might be the best thing for you. I'm not saying quit your job and go freelance if you absolutely love your job, because you might work in a call center, or you might, I don't know, you might have a design job or anything, and it requires you to be at the office or at the company that you're in, and you might absolutely love it. That might be the best option for you, especially for your mental health. I'm sure you can agree, with endometriosis comes the negative impact of bad mental health, which we have to work hard to make sure we have a happy mind as well as a happy body. So that's number 2. And number 3 is, I would be conscious of what you're putting in your body, because this is a pretty obvious one. Obviously, if you're putting in stuff in your body like really stodgy food, a lot of sugar, that type of food, then obviously your body is not going to be working the way it should be. And in turn, that can create more of a breeding ground for inflammation, and the pain is just going to be worse, that kind of thing. Like, I'm talking about like breads. I tried to cut out bread for a period of time, but I just couldn't do it. And that's also another tip, a side tip, because there's a lot of diets online that say cut this out, this out, this out, and you literally having to cut out, it's basically a vegan diet, but then also cutting out wheat and gluten. And a lot of people find that really, really difficult, because it's like a crazy amount of things to just 100% right, okay, I need to cut out all of this stuff, especially if you're a meat eater and you're having to cut out everything at the same time. Now, I went vegan in January, and I didn't actually go vegan for health reasons, but that has been a benefit that has come with it. So when I went pescatarian first, then I went vegetarian, and I did it really slowly. And I feel like that benefits a lot more people. Some people say, oh, I went vegan overnight, and that's amazing. But for a lot of people, that doesn't work. And because you're doing it so fast, you're more likely to go back. So I would do a little bit of research into like foods that can have a negative impact on your inflammation. Some foods like I think it's turmeric. Is it turmeric? I'll double check. I think it's turmeric. Is good for reducing inflammation, things like that. Do some research on different foods, and you will literally make it so much more bearable. I'm not saying you're going to cure your endometriosis, because there's no cure. We all know there's no cure. But there's certain things that you can do to positively help your journey with endometriosis. I hope this has come across as a little bit helpful. If it's not, then please leave your tips down below with how you deal with endometriosis. And if you've got any more tips to give everybody else, then feel free to write them in the comments. I probably have missed quite a few, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can kind of take something away with it, because when you get diagnosed with endometriosis, it is a bit of a minefield, and people tell you different things all the time. You should do this, you should do that, and you just need to work out what's best for you. Try different things. I'm not in like 100% the best place at the moment, but I am getting there. I can feel positive steps is making a difference, and I just want to kind of inspire other people to do the same. I am using essential oils as well, which I'll leave linked down below. I don't know if that will help, but I find that calms my mood, etc. I use it to rub on my skin. This is turning into a 4-tip video, but oh well. And there's a lot of recipes as well that are supposed to be good for endometriosis, mixing essential oils with a carrier oil. I use an almond carrier oil, and then I have got like a mixture. I think it's clary sage, lavender, frankincense, I think. But I'll leave it linked down below. And if I've got it in a blog post, I'll leave that linked down below as well. But just try different things. It might not work for you, but just literally try different things until you find something that fits in with your lifestyle. And remember that you're amazing and you can get through this. Even if you haven't been diagnosed yet and you believe you've got endometriosis, keep at it, keep at the doctors if they are not believing you, etc. Keep at it, you know your own body, and you will get there in the end, I promise. You're strong and amazing. Bye! Don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye!